Hey everybody, it's Wolfpack again. Um, yeah, it's 9/3/8/2018. Shit, I don't know what time it is. I don't care. Anyway, I walk around now. I don't even know what time it is no more. I'm getting so damn old, I guess. But anyway, I have something a burning sensation on my mind today, and I have to share it with you because I'm declaring today, as of 3/8/2018, whatever the hell time you're looking at this, it's a declaration that political correctness is actually against the law now, per me. Okay. I'm sick and tired of being politically correct. I'm sick and tired of people getting their feelings hurt. I'm sick and tired of people going to their safe places. I'm getting sick and tired of people telling me how I can say what I can say, just how I phrase it. I'm sick and tired of people telling me how I can talk, how I should act, how I should actually carry myself in a non-threatening way around others. Because you can go to jail for that. I was going into the bank yesterday after I was going to the range, and I always cause big brouhaha when I go anywhere, when I go to the range, because I'm always wearing my weapon. Cop stopped me. First thing they say, better watch that attitude, boy. First of all, I don't like to be called boy. Second of all, that's just they know that's the way that they actually come out and they say, you know what? Well, we got one up on you, whatever. I didn't pay him no attention. I just kept walking in, went to the bank, got my $40 out, came out, he's still sitting there. Now I had to watch what I say because he had blocked my truck and I had to block my name. All he was looking for is for me to do something wrong, or he could actually have a reason to actually beat the shit out of me. See, I had to make myself politically correct in that situation. Because if I didn't, what I would have said, you done so much, get your car out of my damn way, I'm backing over my damn truck. Ooh, there we would win, huh? Off like a freaking herd of turtles. Boom, bam, boom, boom, boom. And they got away with it. But I was politically correct. I kept my mouth shut. I'm sick and tired of people getting their feelings hurt over something somebody says. If you don't like what people's got to say, if you know this person cusses, then don't hang around them. There are people in this world, believe it or not, who actually gets up every morning, lays their head down, and don't give a rat's ass what you think about them. They actually stand for something, and they're willing to say, hey, you know what? I don't believe that shit. I don't believe it at all. There are actually people who actually really don't care if they're your friend. There are actually people out there that don't want to be your friend. I'm sorry, Facebook and Twitter. Some people just don't really care what you think. Because just because you can get on a line and you can actually say something about somebody doesn't make you superior. It doesn't make you superior to that person. It just makes you a dumbass. just for figuring that you can tell me what I should say and what I should think. So the actual endeavor is that, okay, please tell me whenever y'all come out with the political correct Bible that I'm supposed to go by, what words I can and I can't say. I can't say ass in public even though they use it in the Bible. I can't use the Lord's name in vain. But then how many words that go with that don't even, not even talking about it in the Bible? You don't lose your Lord's name in vain. Okay, well, I'm not. Well, it's disrespectful. Okay, well, where's the line? Is there a law or is it disrespectful? Because disrespecting somebody is not against the law, or offending them is not against the freaking law. But I digress. But whenever one of y'all get one of them new Bibles or get one of them new dictionaries that tell me what words I can and can't use, I'm just going to carry on like I always have. See, because somewhere in my time I was born to the time I went through the Marine Corps and the Army and whatever, I found my nuts. I found my nuts. I found my balls. I found my balls enough to find out, I don't really give a rat's ass what you think, and I don't really worry about making you happy 24 hours a day. I'm sorry. I didn't make the troops that I led. They didn't like me all that much ever all the time. But they did respect me. And I respected them. I mean, I got friends today, old army buddies. You know what? Well, we're politically incorrect because we're walking somewhere. Hey, you old crusty bastard. What's going on? Beaner, you son of a bitch. And we don't take no offense to that. We don't. But it offends somebody else because I used the word Beaner. We weren't even talking about you, you dumbass. It was an ABC conversation. Work, see your way out of this shit. We weren't talking to you. Being politically correct on the Oscars. I didn't watch that shit because I don't want to. But anyway, I heard about it and I read about it and shit. I knew it lived up to my expectations. I didn't want to see all that shit. Because when do I actually care a rat's ass about what a freaking actor thinks? Or an actor or somebody who are you? Somebody who can dunk a basketball. Who are you and what is your knowledge? Did you cross over in some plane that made you smarter than everybody else because you could dunk a basketball? Well, god dang, you're 7 feet tall. You ought to be able to. And we're paying to watch it. I beg to differ on the fact is let's be politically correct. What about all these movie stars that actually make millions of dollars on movies that they actually support, or they're actually using a gun and gun violence? They get paid millions of dollars to be able to shoot them up in these damn movies and shit and blow shit up and make it all action thrillers or whatever the hell you want to call it. But then they come on TV and say, well, I'm against guns. Can't you have it either way, brother? If you're against guns all the way, and you're supporting violence, supposedly, if you decide to make these kind of movies. You can't be, well, I'm against gun control, but I'll do a movie about guns for $1 million. It's a sellout point. And that's what being politically correct means. It means that you have established your sellout point. You cannot say something because it offends somebody, hurt somebody's feelings until it makes you money. Then you can say whatever the hell you want to say. Bullshit. Yeah, what they call one of the most politically correct people here is people on YouTube, the Gab, and all that shit. They call haters. You post something that you firmly believe in. It says, okay, I see your point, man. I don't agree with you, but I see your point. No, it's based on my superiority because I graduated from Harvard and Yale. I had to disagree with you because you're a pompous asshole who have no education, and you are a redneck, and you are a piece of white trash. You must be racist because of the way you worded it, and you must be a part of the KKK. Fuck you. You don't even know me. Do I know people in the KKK? Yeah. Do I hang around? No. They hang around me? No. Why? Because they don't want to put up with that shit. I have my wife is Mexican. She's actually Mexican and half Japanese. I don't go figure that shit out. I don't know, but I tell you this one thing, boy, them Japanese. I don't know whether she's cussing me out in Spanish or in China or in freaking Japanese, but I know I'm in trouble whenever she starts using that shit. She can't even figure out which language she's speaking and yelling at me. I pissed her off pretty good then, but I got the Berkshire Brothers here in town. Hell, it's 90% white here. I can give my wife trouble because the fact is I didn't have an attitude. I had to wait on you. Whatever. Finally, my wife had enough. He went in there, she said something. She didn't put it to me because I went in there and shot something up. Anyway, that's why. But my wife, she's pretty even keeled, but whenever you piss her off, she's going to come at you. And she did. What that means is the fact is that somebody's actually doing these things to you. If you don't stand up, they'll continue to freaking do it. If somebody says, well, you're offending me, well, good, don't listen. Well, shut up and don't listen. I wasn't talking to you. How is it your power that you delegate what me and my buddy here are talking about? and how we're actually choosing to express ourselves. Because you know what? That's what comes naturally to us when we're talking to men. And women have the same way talking to, but they have their own language. And I don't want to get nowhere part of that. I walk into a group of them women in the kitchen, and I tell you what, that's the worst place I want to be, because they're talking about me. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. It's their space. I don't invade that space. But everybody rushes to get on CNN, and in fact, you know what, CNN, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with CNN. I can't even bear to watch it. But they're politically correct there. I'm sorry, and I apologize. But for other races or whatever, I really don't give a shit. Willie Mays had the best saying in the world because he didn't want to be racist to call somebody out their name when he was playing baseball. So what he did, he just said, say hey. Call everybody hey. Say hey. Look up. Say hey. The ball get ready to hit your head, bro. Say hey. Maybe that's what we get. Call everybody hey. But God dang, everybody's so offended about everything somebody does. It's like, oh, you hurt my feelings. Well, shit. Welcome to the real fucking world. Welcome to the real world where, you know what, people hurt you on purpose. That your mama and daddy ain't there to yell and scream loud enough to make you go so you can pass to the 12th grade. Welcome to the world where you have to earn it. And if you don't like the way the company's run or operated or whatever, and if it's offending you, then you're not going to be there long. In California, these individuals, and there are certain individuals I'm probably talking to now that are vegan and that are, I don't know, vegan, naturalist, whatever they, anyway, they don't eat meat, yes, okay, fine. But they promote organic type, like apples, oranges, no chemicals, no whatever. But they insist on this kind of thing, but they can't even got enough damn people to go pick it. They, hell no, I don't go pick it. I just look for them grow it. So how the hell you know it's being grown? Because somebody tells you to? It's where I've lost my hope and my faith in fellow man, because the fact is that we're letting somebody else do the thinking for us. When do we become so busy that we can't think for ourselves, so we can say, hey, you know what? I don't agree with that. Whenever you say, I don't agree with that, when did that become offensive? I'm sorry. I forgot. You were the anointed king for the day, and you know what? You know everything today. Tomorrow will be my turn, okay? I'll be the one. Okay, today you go ahead and you can be right. All you want to be right, and I'll just nod my head. Tomorrow since we're giving up the right to think for ourselves or actually be allowed to say something. Because you know as well as I do, if you say something to offend somebody, here comes Johnny Law, 45, with his one little freaking bullet in he's in his pocket. Don't arrest you for something. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you, hell yeah, I've been in jail. Hell, I'm not big jail, but I've been in county jail long enough. In and out of there. That's a period of my time, because I was actually, they said I had an authority problem. I had a problem with authority. No, I didn't have a problem with authority. I had a problem with people telling me what the hell to do, when I could do it, and how I could do it. Back in my younger days, when I could actually move and walk and shit, I let them know, and hell, they'd have to prove it, and there we go. But I learned pretty quick this ain't the Wild Wild West anymore. You can't do that shit. Beat up somebody because you're right. You gotta have a freaking reason. And the judge don't think that. The judge don't think that, you know what, just because he's stupid, or just because he said something stupid, that you have the right to beat the hell out of him. But then again, it does have its pleasures. I will say that. I don't know where we got out to the terms where, you know what, hell, you feel, if you're not politically correct, that can actually get you arrested. Now, I don't mean get arrested for anything. Actually, it's tangible. I'm talking about getting arrested because the fact is they just don't like what you said, and they're going to find something. They're going to make something up to make sure that you have to go to court, have to file for a damn lawyer, and actually have to spend thousands of your dollars just to clear your name because this son of a bitch got mad because you know what? Well, shit, I got to take it. Reminds me of that damn movie. I don't know, RoboCop or whatever. Remember somebody says, he wasn't Sylvester Stallone. He said something, and then he said cuss word or something. Ticket, ticket, ticket. Good thing I didn't live back there because I'd be getting a ticket every freaking 5 minutes. That's what we've come to. It's funny how some of the shit that we looked at back in the day, you know, that was funny. It's actually coming to fruition. It's actually happening to us today. And we're just accepting it. We're too damn busy. We're too damn busy. We're too stupid to realize it. You know what? This shit's getting out of hand, and it's just happening, and there's nothing we can do about it. But then, let's think about it this way. When's it going to become too late to do something about it? Let's go to our past history, shall we? Let's go back to Nazis. The Nazis. If you've ever read and done your research on that, it's surprising that I can read. But fascism took over Germany. It wasn't just one. It wasn't one big thing that happened, but here in a week. It happened gradually. To where an interview that I had with a German, he actually said, this all came upon us until one day we looked at it and all we were doing was living for the party. Nothing else mattered. But it had gone too far for us to stop it. Now, that kind of thing props up a lot of our communist countries and a lot of socialist countries. That's the current theme. Sometimes they take a good idea and they go above and beyond. And once they get above and beyond, it's too late for the people to do anything about it. They're stuck. It takes those people a lot to make a small change now in these countries. Tiananmen Square. That one dude, he found his balls. He stood in front of a tank and said, no more of this shit. Tanks were going around him and shit. Because you know what? Just in that one moment, made people think, what the hell are we actually really doing here? Have we stopped and thought? I don't think so. So for you, those out there that, you know, remain politically correct and want me to actually participate in this kind of craziness, please tell me what I'm supposed to talk, how I'm supposed to talk. First of all, second of all, is what do you want? What do you wish to be called today? Is it black today? Is it African American tomorrow? Please give me a list of what I'm supposed to do and what I can say that's not going to offend you today. Well, you should know that. No, I don't. Because the fact is, I've been called everything that you can be called. People actually, sometimes people would say to me, you know, well, you're white, you live in the South, you're in the KKK, aren't you? I said, no, I'm not in the KKK. I'm too damn smart for that shit. You're on with that Dixie Mafia type. You down there with the Dixie Mafia. I know some of them, hell. I ain't got no problem with it. They don't bother me. I don't bother them. Cops won't even go in there, so why the hell I report it? They know what's going on. But they won't stand up and stop it. So I just tell them, y'all go do what y'all do. Leave me alone. Don't get me involved in that. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. I don't want to freaking know. But there's time. We can go somewhere. We can go to a catfish festival. We can go up whatever. I know who they are or whatever. So drink a beer with them, eat some catfish, swap stories. We leave all the politics behind, though. See, being politically correct means that you have to actually allow somebody to do your thinking for you. In other words, you're not sure what you can say. You're not sure if this is going to offend anybody. So what you do is that you actually have to let somebody spell it to you. Well, you can say this in this crowd. You can say this in this crowd. You can't say this in this crowd. Bullshit. I'm tired of that shit. I do not wake up every morning with the idea that everybody's going to like me today. I do not wake up with the idea that I have all the answers to everybody and that I have a way or that I have some special gift to teach you and tell you how you should talk, how you should walk, and how you should carry yourself. That's up to you, brother. There are some things that I do that I will say. Some people got their pants around their ankles and shit. I'm saying, man, god dang, how you gonna run from the cops with that shit like that? I'm keeping it real, bro. I laugh every time I see them chases like it. Somebody can't even get over the damn fence because the pants hanging down to his damn knees. He wonder why the hell the cops caught him. Dumbass. Then I say something like that. I say, man, pull your pants up. People in here. Shit, I don't want you around that shit. And I'm also damn sure the first one to tell you, I've been known to say this to some women. Well, who says your shit don't stink? What did you do in your life or in your previous life that makes you better than me? What makes you believe that because you went to an Ivy League college but ain't got no damn common sense, who the hell are you to tell me who's smarter? Let's put it this way. Hank Williams Jr. said it the best. Country boy can't survive shit. Shit hits the fan. Hell, we can still fish and hunt. We can get our rainwater. We can get water. Does that make you stupid because you can't do that? No. Just made you smarter in other things than I am. Game Warden asking old boy one time down here. He said, hell, he said, you got five, you can only shoot 5 squirrels a day. And he said, shit. He said, well, I lost count at 4. Didn't know what come after that. So my political philosophy on politically correct is this. I pull it back out their asses. Cops are the best because the fact is they come up and here it is. Tell me if I remind you of a cop. Let me see your license and registration there, boy, and your insurance. Hurry up, now do it now, move, hurry up, do it now, move. First of all, dude, don't start fighting high stress the fucking Marine because you're gonna lose every freaking time. And the reason why you're talking like that is because you got your belly sucked in, present some kind of appearance that you're actually in freaking shape. And please don't tell me that you're going to try to intimidate me because it ain't working there, fatso. I don't have to even lay my damn hands on you to avoid arrest. All I got to do is run around in freaking circles. You get tired, I'd get my truck, go home. But it's amazing how people can actually determine that they're above you and that they have because they have a certain criteria, a certain degree, a certain badge, a certain gun, somewhere, and they better than you are. I don't know. My dad just said best. Well, he puts his pants on the same way you do, one leg at a time. I tried to be different one time. Tried to jump through my damn shorts all at one time. I was a clusterfuck. I was just ugly. Damn, I killed myself. Because of tip of humor, we can use that. But that's what we do when we're not politically correct. We can actually use humor and actually want you to laugh and then not to be offended and not say, oh, he said, he said, he said, he said this, get your purse. Did you hear him say that? Right, drunk guy and everybody. He said that. I'm the kind of guy that laughs. I don't think your friend heard it. Let me repeat it again. Because it's stupid. It's bullshit. I find it hard to argue with somebody who actually has a point. That actually, first word they out of their mouth when you actually present, well, how do you feel about this? Oh, you're a racist. No, I'm not. I'm just asking you a damn question. I didn't want to hear all your philosophies about the way you live in the life. What I just asked you a damn question. How do you feel about this? I don't need to know all about your business. Just tell me, what do you feel about this? Okay, we can move on. We had another school shooting today. Now they're changing the words on school shootings. It was in Alabama. Now we've got, the headline was 1 dead and 2 injured. I didn't know if it was 3 or 4, 2 or 3. They didn't mean, well, no, we meant the shooter and we meant the injured. I'm still confused on how many actual casualties they got, but it was by accident. Okay, so let me explain this to you like we're 3-year-olds here. A kid brings a school into a gun into a school, brings a gun into a school, shows it off, and somehow it accidentally went off. They've already made that determination it was an accident. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me think about this in non-political correct. A boy brought a gun to school. Okay. Anything after he does that is not considered an accident. As soon as he walked on that campus with that gun, that's whenever he should have been. That's not an accident. If you bring a gun on a school campus, which is a no gun zone, you've broken the law. Pretty serious law too. It's a felony. But this was an accident. God forbid what we did. God forbid we use our own brain and say, well, you know, if a kid brings a damn gun to school, guess what? He's only there for one reason. It ain't to show off he's got a gun. The thing about it makes me sick is that people talk about on both sides of the aisle, guns control, whatever. I don't care what you have to do, but anyway, if you sell a weapon to somebody, anybody, if they don't know how to properly disassemble that weapon, put this weapon back, can clear a jam, and knows how to properly, safely work that weapon, they don't get one. There should be a little freaking test. 10 questions for gun safety. I went out to the range and there was a girl. She just went in there. Her and the boyfriend went and bought a gun. She's over there. Range down here, man. I'm saying range down this way, man. Range down this way. This way. Well, I know. Shit, I was scared. Because I went over, I told her, I said, ma'am, you need to point that weapon down that range because you're scaring the shit out of me. Normally I don't try to give people, well, I do, but anyway. But you need to shoot that way. Okay, you don't need to. If you point at something, you got to shoot it. It's just what the whole point is. She said, oh, no, I didn't mean that. I said, ma'am, let me explain to you my fear factor here. Here's the fear factor that I do not know what condition your weapon is in. I do not want to know if you have oil on the chamber. I don't know from where I'm standing if you got it actually on safe. I do not know that when your hand is on the trigger, whether you intend to pull it or not. When you're playing with guns, when you have weapons and you're actually I love to shoot, but when you are shooting or when you have a weapon and that weapon is used intentionally or unintentionally to damage others, this is not playtime. This is not a game. This is not a video game. This is not something you take into school to show off. It's there for one reason and one reason only. If you need to defend yourself, your rights, your property, you are there to shoot to kill. It is a weapon it's a weapon that's designed to kill. Period. It makes no difference if it's an AR-15, AK-47. It makes no damn bit of difference. The only difference is that is one thing. It's the number of people it can kill in a quicker amount of time. That's it. That's the whole argument right there. Every weapon sold has the responsibility and has the capability of killing somebody. Somebody has to pick up that gun in anger to use it. Someone has to actually pick up that weapon and use it against another person. So we're going to take away the guns. Well, what's next? Well, we done seen it over in England. Hell, what's got, you can't buy a gun over there, so I went to work with a machete. Which one's worse? I don't know. I don't know about you, but I'd rather be shot than hit with a damn machete and bleed out. Or God forbid we get the ISIS involved in some shit. You blow shit up. The problem cannot be addressed until we actually convince ourselves of one thing and actually know that this is the truth. That weapon can be used to apply deadly force. Every person who picks up a weapon, who's authorized to pick up a weapon, should actually be realized and should know this before they actually purchase that weapon. I don't care what caliber. I don't care if it's a BB gun. Everyone should know the basics of actually what the weapon is and what it's capable of. And if you can't, you don't need to own a weapon. I'm a big gun rights supporter. I do. I love guns. I love shooting. I love tinkering on my guns. One of my hobbies. See, this is where I get it. If I get a new gun, then before I even go to the range, I make sure it's nomenclature. I make sure I can take it apart. I make sure I can put it back together. I know everything about that weapon. So when I get down range, I don't have no accidents and I don't do something stupid to put other people in harm or scare the shit out of people, basically. Now, my stance on 2A may well not be received because I don't need an AR-15 to go hunting. Okay, I don't. Because the reason why it's here where I live in the Piney Woods, I'm lucky to get off maybe 2 shots. First one's the best shot. Second one, just I'm winging it, man. I don't get a third shot. So I don't need all kind of damn weapons unless I'm in a herd of deer, and then I just will go start killing all of them, and there ain't never no damn herds of deer around here. So efficiently, what I need is a weapon that'll bring down my game, kill my game as quick as possible, because it's a sport. For those of you who disagree with that, well, I challenge you that next time when you sit down at your table, see if you've got any meat on there, and then think about, okay, how did this meat actually get here? So what's better? Somebody shooting a deer from 100 yards away, or you lining up cattle in the slaughter and you're hitting them in the head with a hammer, because that's the most effective way. They don't shoot them no more because it costs too damn much money for bullets. So the main subject of this, and the main point I'm trying to get at, is this. It's the people we've forgotten how to use, and we've forgotten what the definition of common sense is. Common sense is very simple. You can use all the terminology you want to, but it doesn't make sense to you. When you take a step and look back and you say, okay, let me look at this situation. Does this freaking make sense to me? We're becoming a people that are afraid to speak out, who get punished for speaking out. But yet we live in a society where the police officials and all of our government officials are telling us to speak out. This boy Cruz, 36 incidents, has been called to his house. 2 times that the FBI was warned of. So where's the disconnection here? It starts here on YouTube and also on Twitter, and it starts on Facebook. It starts everywhere because people are willing to talk, but there ain't nobody ready to listen. Nobody is willing to shut up, look at the situation, analyze the situation, and then act accordingly. Nobody's willing to do that. You are more willing to actually enforce your beliefs, and then you're not even ready to listen to the other side. The main issue that I want to bring up today about this being politically correct or whatever is the fact is it doesn't matter what you say, how you say it, when you're going to say it, who you say it in front of. The fact of the matter is that when you say that, it don't really matter because nobody's freaking listening. You're the troublemaker if you point out a problem. You're the troublemaker if you see a better way of doing things and say, hey, you know what, maybe if we do it this way, it might be a little bit more better, maybe more efficient. Got more better damn word in Texas, so shut up. Time to talk to me, people. But that's the thing, nobody's listening. I don't care if you would have had 110 people that would called in on this guy, this Cruz guy. Nobody would listen. I remember I was coming back from, me and my wife were coming back, we were waiting on a flight heading from Dallas to Houston. Had a layover there, and there was this Haji walking back and forth. I know I said, Haji, get your purse. Walking back and forth. Now, he'd been walking back and forth there for a pretty good minute, about 30 minutes, because I guess I thought he was waiting on somebody, but I had my eyebrows on him. I had my scope right on him. I mentioned to my wife, I said, I'm seeing this, are you watching this? She goes, you know, he's been here a long time. Keeps doing that. Just walking back and forth, looking at the gates, 9 yards. So I went up and said something. I went up and said something to the stewards. I went and said, well, the lady there taking tickets. I said, man, just don't look right. That guy, something about that guy. I just don't know. I don't want to be, but something like that. Right. Come to find out, there in Dallas, this guy was actually waiting for one of his Haji buddies. Flight got delayed. Come to find out that this individual he was waiting on was part of the 9/11 conspiracy that actually masterminded the organization. Masterminded part of it, his part. And I'll be damned if it wasn't found out that, you know what? He was the one who was actually the one who trained and sent these frickers off to get counseling. I just did that. I'm not saying that to put my horn, just saying the fact is you never freaking know. So if you see something, say something. What does that get us? It don't get us nothing. More and more every day we're learning that we are by ourselves. We are by ourselves because they intended for that, because they want us to remain divided. Black, white, yellow, brown, purple, yellow, whatever color you want to freaking call yourself, it don't really freaking matter. Because we're all in the same freaking boat. We experience poverty here. There's 20% of our population right here in our town. They can't even pay their water bill. We have poverty everywhere. We have things going on right there. But you know what? It's different than it is back in the hood or back in the barrio or wherever it is. But it's still the same damn problem. It's governments dividing us. They take pleasure in seeing us fight each other. They take pleasure because we haven't done one thing. We have forgot to listen. And we won't listen because the fact is that old stereotypes run deep. But until we admit we're all in this together, and until we look at see the situation of what it is, unless we open the conversation and start talking, we're never going to make it better. The government gets tickled every time you pull the trigger on your brother, black, white, Mexican, Chinese, Asian, whatever the hell you want to call yourselves. I don't know, but anyway, whatever, white. Every time we pick up a weapon and we shoot each other, the government's just tickled to death. Because they know it's working. But God forbid that everybody stands up for one reason, one cause. Puts color aside, put your accent aside, put everything aside, start working together, and start fixing this shit. PLC is done with today. Don't expect me to use it. If YouTube wants to ban me, that's fine. I've come a long ways, but the fact is that, you know what, I'm not starting no conspiracy. I'm not starting any conspiracy theories or shit like that. I don't know if I believe in all of them. Hell, I don't even know what to believe anymore. That's a damn shame. Here in America, I don't even know what to freaking believe anymore. So think about that. Let me know. Subscribe. I got 120 subscribers. Yay, me. And anyway, let's get my message across. See anyone who listen. Listen's a powerful thing. I'll use it sometime. Wolfpack out.